Hey, welcome to a Monday night edition of the Blackout Tips Podcast. I'm your host, Rod, joined as always by my co-host,
Karen.
We're ready for some podcasting, ready to see if those Carolina Panthers can beat the 49ers. Child.
I seen that 8 o'clock game. I was like, God damn it, we ain't gonna do this at the normal 1 and 4.
You can find us everywhere you find podcasts. Don't forget, a sale is going on right now for African American Friday. Mm-hmm. You can sign up for a full year of premium shows. You can do it on Patreon. You can do it on our website. If you need to email me and pay me through Zelle or some other means, I'll email me, theblackouttits@gmail.com. We had a listener who wrote, who sent, they didn't just sign up for themselves. They gave us they paid for 2 more people, and somebody already took advantage of one of them today. I was able to give one of the links away to Patreon for somebody who was like, yeah, I had to cancel, but I would love to be behind the paywall. So like, you know, it's more work for me. But I actually love when that happens because honestly, you know, it kind of feels like community in a way of like,
I love audience. People
that are saying like, hey man, I got a little extra. You don't have enough. We go in on the Blackout Tips together and we all can enjoy it. Yeah. And like I said, we've had, this is now the second person that's done that. And I've been able to give away people's subscription for this. So congratulations to those that got them. And thank you to the people that did that. Once again, the links for the Patreon and the links to go premium for our website are in the show notes every episode.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. It means a lot because we, like I said, you are a reflection. Your audience is a reflection of you. And it's one of those things where, you know, we do give to other podcasters, and so it's one of those things where you're giving to us so we can do it, so we can continue to do this for you guys.
All right, let's get into the show. Did you have any banter?
I do.
All right. Do you have any banter? Talk to me. Do you have any banter? Talk to me. Do you have any banter? Banter. Do you have any banter?
I do.
Talk to me. Banter. Talk to me. Do you have any banter?
I do.
Banter.
I do.
All right.
One of them is had me think about the last few days. I would suggest if you do this as just a couple. Me and Roger, we play this game and we have a great time playing it. What's the name of that game, baby?
I think it's called. Let me be sure that I get it right so that other people won't mess it up. But it's something pop, like song pop or. Oh man, I'm. Let me see. Pop music. Trivia video game Xbox Song Pop.
That's what it is.
Song Pop Party is the name of it.
It's fun.
And it's just a game. It's just music trivia. They basically take you. I think it was $20. You pick different categories of music, and it plays like 5 seconds of the song, 10 seconds of the song, and you take your controller and you pick between like either the title of the song, the name of the artist, something like that. And there's so many categories you can't even keep up, and as you do it you get keys to unlock other categories. It doesn't cost any more money, which honestly I'm glad it doesn't, because I would have totally just bought extra keys to unlock everything. But we just play them on the couch together, and yeah, it is fun.
It is a lot of fun, but Roger, he actually took it to the next level when one of us wins. As I said, you might want to do this as a couple, the two of you, kids, family allowed.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a couples game for us. I don't know that this will work. Well, it depends on y'all relationship. I wouldn't do this with like a roommate, but
no.
We put everything on the line. We play for high stakes over here. We play for gropes.
We do. We grope each other.
So whoever wins gets to grope the other person until the next round starts. So
and sometimes I think Roger sticks his hands in the freezer before we start.
Well, your hands were cold today, so
I
don't know why you talking. But yeah, so this playing for gropes is it's the new trend. We're trying to start this.
Apparently it is.
Everybody should make this a wager, and it's not real money. No,
it's not.
You don't have to worry about that. And honestly, it's a little treat for both of you if you think about it. When I used to get Mad Magazine, I used to rush to the Spy versus Spy section every time. I don't know why. That was my shit. I fucked with Spy versus Spy. That was like
the ones with the big heads and like the hats.
Yeah. And one was white, one was black.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes they'd get too smart and I wouldn't be able to figure out what the hell they was talking about. But yeah, that shit was basically like Jet Magazine Beauty of the Week for me as a nerd. I was like, oh man, let's see what the Spies is up to. I wouldn't even buy that magazine some of the times. I couldn't afford it. And I wouldn't do the bend. I know most people are like, I go to the thing where you bend the pages together to get a new image. Yeah, but if you're not gonna buy it, you better not be in the store bending people pages. So like I didn't always
upset.
Yeah, I couldn't always afford it. So I didn't always do the page bending thing, but I always read Spy versus Spy. That was my shit.
I think I got one more.
Okay.
And
I don't have any more.
Oh, no problem. No problem. And what had happened is I wanted to visit one of my favorite places to eat before the Thanksgiving break. And so when we went in there, we noticed like some changes that they had done and things like that. It's they were much lower, and I understood why. The two people that was serving us was like two white dudes, and all the people of color literally was like at the back of the house.
Well, it's an ethnic place. It has like Thai cuisine and stuff like that, like Malaysian and maybe Thai cuisine. And so we go there all the time, but only one of the women that we normally see was in there, and the like owner of the store and like this other woman, they weren't there. And it's in the area of town, Central Avenue area. So yeah.
And I know because when we left, I seen the sign on the door, and it was a new sign. It was basically like, we got the right to refuse service, and they adjusted their hours because we've been like earlier, and they was like, no, 5 to 7.
They were only doing dinner 5 to 9.
Yeah, and it was like that until we say otherwise. And I think one of the dudes is like married to one of the women that worked there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I heard him when he came out. He was like, yeah, I'm out here to help my wife and stuff like that. And so I don't know about the other dude.
Basically, guys, listen. ICE was in our city, and this happened at many businesses. They said the average business on Central Avenue was losing like $2,500 a day.
Woo!
Because in that area of town, there's a lot of immigrants, there's a lot of ethnic cuisine, and the tactics that ICE uses is stuff like, running up in these places just almost on some crash and smash shit. Not even necessarily because they did some diligent work. They're literally just walking in and making everybody produce papers and then arresting you until they decide that you're a citizen or whatever.
Right.
And they are allowed to racial profile all the way according to the Supreme Court. So what was happening was our spot, the women that normally work there that we're friendly with, that know us, they weren't there, and they had these white dudes there who obviously were not as good at any of it. Like, they weren't able to really get the orders right. And you could see people were in there that hadn't got their food yet and all this stuff. Now, I don't know if they cook in the back and all that stuff too, but the sign on the door that said we refuse service, I assume is because they were like, if ICE come in here trying to eat so they can like harass our people that's in here, we got the right to say no. Get the fuck out. Don't even come in here.
Yeah, that's true. And also one of the white dudes that was married to one of them, he was basically saying like our staff wasn't showing up, so we basically had to call us in and get like almost like a substitute staff and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I can understand that. And they was like very grateful. They was like, thank you for your patience and stuff like that. I was like, oh, dude, I saw you. I knew it wasn't gonna be quick. It's not personal, but I'm like, I've been here too much.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure and that's one of the restaurants that actually stayed open. Many of them did not open.
No.
Construction wasn't happening
at all.
Like there was entire construction sites that were completely bereft of any employees. And they were posting it online. Like, it's just, this shit is very disruptive to the economy, to people's way of life.
Yes, it is.
Terrorizing communities for no reason. We didn't ask you to come here. We didn't vote this way. We didn't vote for this.
We did not.
And it says a lot about our fellow Americans that a shared hatred of others is strong enough to keep them voting for this bullshit. Because what is Donald Trump doing for you? Not a goddamn thing. The only thing he's doing for you is exercising these type of other divisive ass things that make you think that something is happening for you because you have evil in your heart that's like, yeah, go get them brown people. If this feeds your soul, then you just got an evil, dark, black soul, because he's not delivering on promises like lower grocery bills or gas or whatever the fuck he told y'all that you told me was going to happen. The eggs are still sky high, but at least he's harassing these brown people, and that satiates you. That's better than food for you.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Right, and it's also, one of those things to why, I have a tendency to get very, very, very upset when people kind of write in and they say, well, why don't you just move? And I'm like, why should I have to move? Why should I be required to move? Why can't I? Where you're staying, somebody look you in your goddamn mind and say, pack your shit up and leave.
Well, that's the thing though. We stay in a place that's blue. Where y'all want us to move? New York? Right. They're gonna come for them. Chicago? They're gonna come for them. LA? Like, stop thinking it's safe. It's not safe nowhere. Anyway. I guess with that, might as well do politics till we got mad.
I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black.
People have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you, shame on you. Fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Tell you what, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to bed.
All right, politics till we get mad. Where do we start? I think let's go with the CDC reverses its stance on vaccines and autism link. So the CDC has officially dropped its long-held stance that vaccines don't cause autism. Its website now claims the position was not evidence-based. This was directly ordered to be put on there by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Like, there's no science to him. He's not a fucking scientist.
He's not.
So he just can tell the CDC, go do this.
Right. And the thing is, these are facts. Like, somebody actually took the time, did a study, wrote a long ass paper, had it peer-to-peer reviewed. like they did everything they were supposed to do to be like, this shit has no links. And not only that, a lot of times it be hundreds of trials and different people, running these things at various different times and decades and shit. Like, a lot of times when they do this, they go, you know what? Let's test this again to see if the facts that we had then are still consistent now. And so for you to be like, none of that makes no fucking sense, this is what I say, is ridiculous.
Yeah. Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana said it's deeply troubling that according to HHS officials, they appear to have canceled hundreds of millions in research on autism genetics, redirecting attention to factors we definitely know do not cause autism, denies families the answers they deserve, he wrote on social media. Major medical organizations summarily rejected this update. This is one of the problems, though, and this is why, I kept pointing out, stop saying shit about Dr. Fauci and the CDC and acting like this shit is all the same.
Right.
Like the work that they're doing isn't evidence-based. Like the work that they're doing isn't having to go around and through the Trump administration. So this, and like it wasn't a global pandemic with a lot of moving parts, but people were doing the CDC as some bullshit thing when everybody on the liberal side was all like, we're scared, we're in our houses, we want masks, and we never want to come back outside. And whenever the CDC would encourage stuff like, hey, listen, we got these vaccines, they're coming. When you get the vaccine, you won't get as sick, you won't die more than likely. And people was like, they said you won't get sick at all. See, the CDC is some bullshit.
I don't know why.
And it plays right into the hands of people like Aaron Rodgers and people like RFK Jr., who is now in charge. Because what that really says is that the CDC is just making it up.
Yes.
That's really what the underpinning of it was. And once you get everybody to agree, meaning super liberal people are like, if the CDC says anything is other than stay in the house, wear a mask, and don't ever come back outside, they're lying and they're fucking with you. And then the other side is that the CDC says get vaccinated, they're lying and they're fucking with you, regardless of what's going on in the whole world. Like the WHO is also advising this stuff, but no, we're so myopic in America. We just care about the CDC. Well, I think that stuff leads to these moments. Like, you can put a skeptic in charge because everyone thinks it's so cool to be fucking skeptical. None of us believes in institutions anymore, regardless of how many good people are working and doing good work. And now we got this shit. And I don't know when we're going to get the CDC back, if we ever do.
Agreed. And people just don't really understand, because most people, doctors and all these people in the medical field, they want to keep their jobs and they don't want to lose them. And so a lot of times you might have some people that initially fight, and then some people that will stop fighting, because they're in the system. And so a lot of times when these things are passed, they just trickle down from federal to states to your local municipalities and towns. That's all normally what happens. And as much as people claim that they would be the brave soul to give up their job, they are lying. And so, and you know it, because a lot of times when this shit happen, even at your normal job, some shit you don't agree with or you think is done, what do? You go, okay, and you just do what you told.
Yeah, and he's in charge.
Right.
And so somebody may have resigned. Actually, we know many people resigned when he took over the CDC. We know that for a fact. It just don't matter. Like, the people left are going to do what he tells them to do.
Right. That's why they're still there a lot of times, too.
Let's see. Mamdani went to visit Donald Trump. His people reached out to Donald Trump for the visit, so it wasn't what do you call it?
Mandate.
Yeah, it wasn't like Trump summoned him. But he's being proactive. Yep. Mamdani also did the Manosphere podcast and Stephen A. Smith's show. Like, he's a guy, and I'm not saying that it's negative. I'm saying that he goes wherever. Like, he's not a man, I'm not doing that show because I don't like those people. Which is ironic because people try to use it to say, like, see, this is what Kamala should have done. But, like, guess what he couldn't do? The Rogan show. Why? Because Rogan wanted to time it the day before the debate in New York, and he wanted him to come to Austin, Texas to do it. Where have we heard that before? Who else wasn't able to do it because Joe Rogan made some demands that he didn't make of the other candidate? Right. Anyway, so he goes to visit Trump, and everyone seemed really impressed. Not everyone, I shouldn't say that. It's really been a kind of a mixed bag. But for the most part, a lot of people have been really impressed with how much Trump acquiesced to Mamdani and really seemed to like him. There's this one clip that's going around that I'll play for everybody, and you should be able to hear it. Let me just make sure I got this right. Okay, cool. Where they ask Mamdani about, hey, you called Trump a fascist on the campaign trail.
Clarify your answer to Stephen Nelson. He asked about your comment calling the president a fascist, and your answer was, both President Trump and I have been clear about our positions and our views. Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about...
That's okay. You can just say
okay.
yes.
All right.
Okay. That's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind.
So everybody's like, oh my God, he charmed Trump. He was able to get Trump to say, like Trump was his bitch, or basically. Look how happy they are. They're getting along, and all that stuff. I thought it was interesting on a few levels. The first being, I I don't think anyone should have assumed any particular outcome about this meeting beforehand. And I think a lot of people are trying to act smart on the other end. Like, of course, that's how it went. But I think going into this, none of us knew. Agreed. Many people think and will say, like, Trump's easy. You just compliment him and you just da-da-da. But I've seen people compliment him and kiss his ass and he does not respect them. I've seen people who are good at TV that you would think, well, Trump respects people who are good on TV, but I've also seen him dislike people who are obviously good at TV.
Yes, sir.
But he does respect that, and Mamdani apparently is good at, media stuff. But so I thought that was interesting because I didn't know how it would unfold, and I think it makes Mamdani's job difficult one way or the other, meaning Trump can sick the National Guard or somebody on a city. But other things I thought were interesting. Everybody's like, well, look, he just needs to do this because this is his job and he needs to go up there and work with Trump in order to secure blah, blah, blah. And I think it's very interesting. It's kind of like a branding thing. His brand is so strong. That is the exact argument people make against any other Democrat. Like,
yeah,
Gretchen Whitmer isn't covering her face in that office because everyone outside of that office is going to be very understanding about she just needs to do what she has to do.
Right.
And that's Big Gretch, the secret white lady that everybody thought could beat Kamala and Trump. So I think he's benefiting from a double standard here, in a way. I don't know exactly why, other than just people online falling into the politicians are celebrities type thing. And this is like good content, like it's good TV. Like what an adorable moment.
You can make a snippet.
Yeah, and even the idea of, well, he didn't back down off of what he said. I think it's very interesting because this reminds me of Saudi Arabian sports washing, and comedy washing, where a comedian can be like, no, I'm a free speech absolutist. I'm Dave Chappelle. I believe in free speech. Okay. I'm going to go over to Saudi Arabia. They don't really let people practice free speech. Okay. Well, I'm not saying I agree with it. I actually still am a free speech absolutist. I just happen to be over there in Saudi Arabia working and getting that money. What's the problem? What y'all are the ones who are ignorant. And the reason I bring that up is that the proximity says a message too, meaning Mamdani can call him a fascist, but they're smiling at each other. They're in the room next to each other. They're being very cordial with each other. So Trump does get something out of that. Like the idea of, this guy called me a fascist, and look at him. When he wants something, he's in the room and he's smiling and being nice to me. And of course, the other people get something out of it too, because like he said fascist to his face. But it's just interesting to see that unfold, and to watch it be praised when it's simply normally called typically a weakness to, like, why didn't you grandstand against Trump? You're a coward. You're weak. You didn't stand on business.
People act like every time a politician come up, they're supposed to just cuss everybody out in the room and call them crackers and drop the mic. That's not realistic.
Yeah. So I just think it's kind of interesting to see the way that, he has been treated differently, and I think it's more of a Rorschach test for people, meaning I truly do believe if like Hakeem Jeffries did exactly this thing, I just think people would be like, what a weak quibbling, like he said fascist, but look at him, he's patting him on the back. It's just interesting. Politics is so interesting like that because brand is important. This is a super nerdy thing, and I don't want to get into the details, but it's like how we talked about on the Behind the Paywall on the Nerd Off, the difference between the Steam machine and the Xbox.
Yes.
Like the next Xbox is a PC, and everybody's like, boo, fuck that, boo this man. And then the Steam people who have all the goodwill in the world come out with their plan to put out a box that's a PC that you attach to your TV, and everybody's like, which is not as powerful, by the way.
Not as powerful, and everybody like, yeah, and you was like, Now y'all just cussed Xbox out about that because y'all didn't want to play for a PC, and then you're gonna take a PC that's not as strong.
Right.
The current system we have now is stronger than the one they're getting ready to charge me for in 2026, and I'm supposed to be excited about that.
So it's just interesting because I can't help but see that interesting double standard of like it's different. And then the last point I want to make here is it's Trump.
Right.
So
This
I don't know
means
why you
nothing.
think this means anything.
It doesn't mean anything.
Just because this happened, like for all I know, Trump met with the Saudi prince a couple days before. He got asked some really tough questions, and he flipped out on the media, where they asked him like, "Hey, the Saudi prince, you accused of killing a journalist and being involved in that, and the U.S. intelligence under Trump found that you did that." And here you are sitting in the White House shaking hands like it's all good. And Trump was like, that's a very nasty, rude question.
But that's all you got.
Listen, so things happen basically. And I'm not joking, but he was like, basically like things, I'll find this too then. But yeah, he's basically like things happen. And some people don't think he's a nice guy. The journalist who was killed. And my point being, this could just be as simple as the Saudi prince being like, hey man, so
the price is right.
So listen, you need to hop off of that Islamophobia. That's enough. I pay the bills around this bitch, and that's it. And that, it might be that simple. I don't know why,
Right, 'cause it's Trump.
I can't ascribe any real reasoning or logic to like, and now Trump really loves and respects that man. Tomorrow he could be like, I'm sending the National Guard in, fuck that guy. I don't know.
Is it appropriate, Mr. President, for your family to be doing business in Saudi Arabia while you're president? Is that a conflict of interest? And Your Royal Highness, the U.S. intelligence concluded that you orchestrated the brutal murder of a journalist. 9/11 families are furious that you are here in the Oval Office. Why should Americans trust you? And the same to you, Mr. President.
Now, who are you with?
I'm with ABC News, sir.
You're with who?
ABC News, sir.
Fake news. ABC fake news. One of the
But the
worst.
question is-
He attacks her.
That's all.
There is a longer clip where he actually goes in and says how Jamal Khashoggi, a lot of people didn't like him. Here we go. Yeah, he basically suggests that journalist deserved to be assassinated, or who so many people wanted him dead. Who knows?
As far as this
He has
gentleman
no
is
empathy.
concerned, he's done a phenomenal job. You're mentioning somebody that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about. Whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen. But he knew nothing about it, and we can leave it at that. You don't have to embarrass our guest by asking a question like that.
It's just you ask, Mr. President,
Please, go ahead.
you allow me to answer. I feel painful about the families of 9/11 in America, but we have to focus on reality based on CIA documents and based on a lot of documents that.
As far as this gentleman is concerned,
That was Trump covering for him.
It was wild that you said that the administration under Trump found this.
Yeah.
So he basically said, y'all niggas lying.
It's his intelligence people that said that this guy did it. Well, I think what he's saying is, I'm getting money and power from this guy right now,
Keep telling
and
y'all
I don't care about you as Americans. I don't care about this country. I don't care about the media. I don't care about conflicts of interest. I don't.
Matters.
None of it matters as long as my pockets are being lined.
Yep, and so many people over there, they don't understand. He'll drain you till you have nothing left, and then put you outside and wouldn't spit on you if you on fire. That man does not care about anything or anyone or any of us. Everything is for sale. So whatever the price of the brick was, he paid it, and that's why he Trump's up there doing that.
And I know I said last thing, but actually last thing. I'm in some ways I'm very thankful that Mom Dimey has come to power in New York, because it seems like this is going to continue to be a national story, despite the fact that it's a New York City story.
Yep, but the way they present it, everybody across the country,
which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose to not be invested. I'm not that invested because obviously what makes him a good mayor will be up to the city of New York to decide. Right, a lot of the chatter from outside isn't really our business, and it's not really their business. Like if I was in his constituency, I wouldn't let some podcaster that doesn't live there or some shit just make me sour on the guy.
Ain't that true?
But one thing that his campaign really elucidated for me was how online people are, because depending on your online feed, you had different things about him in your feed. Meaning, I know people who think, like I was listening to somebody today and they were saying how like, well, you know, the Democrats sound just like the Republicans when it comes to Mamdani. And I was like, no, they don't. What do you mean? And I'm assuming that person's feed was full of Democrats who were spreading Islamophobia under Andrew Cuomo, who ran as an independent. Yes. But Islamophobia was one of his main tactics of getting at Mamdani. Mm-hmm. And of course, there's all kinds of Republicans who are Islamophobic too. I don't live in New York. Maybe that's why I didn't see it. I don't know. I can't speak to that. You know, it's the same way another friend that told me like Kamala didn't talk about the economy. I said, well, I'm in North Carolina. Every commercial about her is about the economy.
Her and the economy. So
like I can't speak to where you're at, but that's not what we're talking about down here, right? Mm-mm. Anyway, my point being, it's going to be interesting as he starts to govern how enthusiastic people stay, because I'm hoping it can be more like AOC in that, yes, you brought fresh people in, but as you start to govern, they learn more politically and stop being just completely idealistic. Right. And the reason I point out complete idealism is that complete idealism often has people give up the second that shit don't go 100% their way right away.
Agreed.
And that has hurt all the Democrats and all the liberal people and all the progressive people. Regardless of what label you put on yourself, we are hurt by people who just are quitting because they couldn't get the promise that was made without work.
Right.
And so I'm hoping his campaign and his not candidacy, but his campaign candidacy and mayoral office, I hope it educates people and they come into the fold about, oh, this is what it's like. Because the good thing is a lot of people who typically would have shit on, let's say, Cory Booker for doing the same thing that Mamdani did, now they have to defend it.
Yes, they do.
And watching them be in the defensive seat for me is a bit cathartic to be like, now you see, right? Now you see, like, you when you saw like, well, why is Joe Biden even meeting with the Republicans? Now you see, right?
Right. It ain't
you don't walk out. It's not like Joe Biden walked out the meeting and said, I'm going to do what Republicans want. He walked out the meeting and said, I'm not changing anything.
Right.
But I know people who just denigrated him for having the meeting. Like the people weren't elected and like that's not his job.
That goes apart with the job.
Suddenly with Mamdani, it's like, oh, I see now. Oh, you see now? You do see. It's a fucking job. It's not your Twitter feed where you just get to be pious and fucking above everybody and shit on people. You actually have to go do a job.
Yeah,
you
do.
You can't come back to your city and go, actually, Trump asked to meet with me. I told him suck my dick. By the way, National Guard gets here tomorrow. Sorry about that. Anyway, New York tough. No, you don't want to hear that if you live there.
No, you do not. I wouldn't either.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. I think the honeymoon phase is beautiful and I hope it lasts for a long time. But yeah, when the rubber meets the road, it'll be interesting.
It would be.
Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene fell out. She is now resigning. She's going to retire from Congress 2 days after her pension kicks in. And he went back and forth saying stuff like, I wish she wouldn't quit. I want her to stay. He would love to see her return to politics. And then later calling her Marjorie Trader Brown. I don't. He keeps workshopping these nicknames for her on Truth Social. I don't.
He keep throwing shit out there to see what's gonna work.
Yeah, like he's trying to punch it up or some shit. He needs a writer room.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah, he says she's got to take a little rest. It's not gonna be easy for her. I love to see her return to politics. She's got to take a little rest. Like she not resigning. She gonna come right back. So that's been interesting. And then once again, when she was like, I'm not gonna be his battered wife, I'm not staying here, she says, I have too much self-respect and dignity to have to endure a hurtful and hateful primary against me by the president we all fought for, only to fight with and win my election while Republicans will likely lose the midterm, she wrote. She accused the president of trying to destroy her and called her his previous comments about her hurtful. It's all so absurd and completely unserious. I refuse to be a battered.
Your whole career's been, ma'am. What are we talking about here?
I refuse to be a battered wife, hoping all goes away and it gets better. If I am cast aside by MAGA Inc. and replaced by neocons, big pharma, big tech, military, industrial war complex, foreign leaders, and the donor elite class that can't even relate to real Americans, then many common Americans have been cast aside and replaced as well. Yeah.
Whatever.
I see somebody that couldn't take 3 weeks of what people like Hillary, people like Kamala, people like Jasmine Crockett, people like Hakeem Jeffries, people like Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, people that catch heat from this man all the time that have been, there's people that Trump said he should be hanged for just recently. Like, this is after Charlie Kirk died, and they said, these liberals are really stoking the fires of remember that? They stoking the fires, they're gonna make everything violent. That's why Charlie Kirk died, because of y'all. He said they should hang members of Congress who are telling people not to follow an unlawful order from the military from the president. They actually want to bring back, I think it's Senator Mark Kelly. They're threatening like to court martial him, to bring him, to make him come back, because he put out a video saying you can defy an illegal order, and they're like, well, we're investigating you and we might recall you to the military so you can face a military trial. Trump suggested this, and then Hegseth did his bidding essentially, or is planning to do his bidding possibly. That's my point is, Trump has been harassing and targeting people the whole time. Right. What was January 6th? You were on that side, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Girl. January 6th was a threat to Mike Pence and every Democrat in fucking Congress. They ran up on the Capitol building. Mm-hmm. But 3 weeks of him being like, hey, fuck you, and you ain't got to hit me but once. You're not brave.
She was never brave. She was just the craziest of the crazy pants and got the job. And then when she got the job, you know what? Was getting to the point where you're gonna have to actually Congress do your job. And your whole thing for me has just been a big ass distraction. You just say the crazy shit on TV, say the crazy shit on the radio, say the crazy shit on the floor. Walk up to Joe Biden with a big red ass hat on, looking like a fucking lunatic, and I'm supposed to fucking respect you. You just all over the place, calling out other people and shit like that. And I'm supposed to sit here and feel sorry for you, bitch. I don't at all, because at the end of the day, if you would have stayed, or even if you come back, you're going to vote the same way. I will not be tricked. No, bitch, get out the room. And these people that are walking around talking about she get a pass, bitch, you don't. I kick that bitch in the forehead.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't know who's saying she should get a pass, but fuck them too. Absolutely. Everybody that's on that, she's turned over a new leaf. We just need to invite her over. Shut up.
Yeah, like that senator, congressman, you played that video, and I was like, no.
Somebody wrote in. He was probably joking. Well, it's he needs a writer. I can help him with that.
much
Those
better.
were not good jokes.
They were not good jokes at all.
Top MAGA influencers accidentally unmasked as foreign actors. Dun, dun, dun. You don't say.
You don't say.
Who could have possibly predicted that those online accounts on Twitter might be fake?
Yep. The second.
I am shocked.
Yep. The second people.
Well, I'm not that shocked.
Now I think this happened. This is my conspiracy. So they just announced that Doge has been disbanded 8 months before they were supposed to be disbanded. So
is there a reason why?
Who knows? It's this administration. I truly don't know.
Okay.
I truly don't know.
Wait a minute.
I'm sure there's some.
I was like, there's more to this story.
But it doesn't sound like it's mission accomplished for Elon Musk. It sounds like something he might be a little upset by. And what makes me think this? Because X rolled out a new feature, Twitter, in an effort to increase transparency, which basically let everybody see which account, like where your account tweets from, the geolocation of it. Oh no. And so there was tons of MAGA accounts that were obviously in like Russia, Nigeria. Yeah. And I mean, it's more than that. Like there was a ton of other stuff too, but there was a lot of like people who just go online and represent MAGA, and they're just in Europe and shit.
That a lot of times them people do not live here. They're not from here. But because the way social media is designed, you the loudest, you the most, or whatever it is, and people follow.
Yeah, well, it's not even like they're people though. They're just.
No, I mean, I know.
I'm just saying, like, they're just like. I could put it this way: there's a reason a Charlie Kirk is popular to me is because I think people go, "That's a person."
Yes.
Whether you like, even if you hated him, you thought he was real.
Yes, he existed. Yes.
This is emblematic of something that's so much deeper and darker and scarier about us. I think reasonable people should have dismissed these type of accounts outright. They should not have a following. We don't know who they are. They're just anonymous people who just tweet out a stream of divisive stuff all day. And what it tells you, because to me, you can make this a both sides issue if you want. And I'm not even trying to say that dismissively. But let's talk about both sides and not make it equal, because I don't think it's equal.
Okay.
But I think a lot of liberal left-leaning people are responsible for the rise of these accounts because they're constantly looking for rage bait, and they go find these people and they retweet them and they quote tweet them, or when they see one of these blue check mark accounts, reply to them on social media. They're doing the engagement of making these guys a bigger deal than they have to be.
Yes.
Okay. So that's where the left responsibility comes in to me, because all of us could practice just going, I don't know what the fuck they talking about. I made a joke the other day on Twitter. It was the Pacers put out pictures of their players walking on the plane, and they all were walking with their girlfriends or their wives. It was 3 brothers, and the women they was with was white women. Okay. I quote tweeted it with a picture of Anthony Mackie when he was hugged up on a white woman in some country. Not a TV show, is in real life. They took a picture of him with his girlfriend or somebody. And and it zoomed in on his face, and he's smiling super hard while he's hugging her. And all I said was, all the Pacers, everybody, all the black players, or something like all the players on the Pacers team. And unbeknownst to me, because we went and did the podcast, it was a busy day. I didn't have time. I wasn't on the internet a lot. So unbeknownst to me, this must have been retweeted by everybody or whatever. It went viral. It's like 4.9 million views or some shit, right? I muted it because when I came back, people were in my mentions, and it had moved into black manosphere, like we hate black women, like, so it was people replying to me who were angry, and they were being like, all black women do is be loud and angry. You mad at these brothers for picking peace?
I mean, damn, you started a gender war, honey.
Right. Why don't you go get in the gym, fat boy, or whatever, stuff like that, right? And you would think that I would read that and be offended and then reply back and go, I am in the gym. Whatever, what I don't know.
Yeah, how people do, yes.
Or double down, like, well, they shouldn't be dating white women. It's just a fucking joke. I don't actually care if they're dating white women or not. It's just funny. If I would have posted a picture of Dr. Umar, it's that level of funny to me. I've put no serious thought into it.
Baby, you just happen to strike a chord. Like, that's a chord that you strung.
Well, that's the thing though, Karen. So the first reason I didn't respond to him is because I'm like, you took a joke very seriously and you're probably stupid.
Yes.
Okay, that's the first reason. But the second reason is the real reason. I don't know if any of those people are real. And I'm not being funny.
Ain't that the truth?
Just because you have a black avatar and a blue check mark, I feel like if I go through that, I muted it, but if I went through that thread of replies, I have a really, really strong feeling a lot of those accounts are based in somewhere else. Because there were countries that, like, a lot of it was India, a lot of it was like places, Nigeria, places in Africa, Russia, like places that have bot farms.
Oh, okay.
I don't think these are even real people. Maybe they're AI. Maybe there's a person behind it somewhere, but it's not the person on the account.
Right.
The point is, they just saw a thread with an opportunity to go viral, and I could have helped them by being outraged. That's why I say it kind of. That's the left side of, man, we really be helping this bullshit too. Because we could all be better people and say, I'm not going to respond to anyone unserious and anyone that I don't know as a human being.
Right.
But we want people to see us being outraged at these accounts, so we do it. Okay.
Yep.
But once again, that's like, say, 30% of the blame. 70% of the blame, and what this really should tell all of us, they know conservative people are fucking marks.
Yes, yeah.
They know you're stupid. They're telling they know the cheat code for you is that bigotry, the gender culture wars and shit. They know how to rile you up.
Yep. Because you trained their AI system.
We should be like, nothing has changed since Cambridge Analytica. If anything, it's gotten worse. Like, when people say the election was stolen, and I'm like, I know what y'all are saying. Y'all think it was a heist like Ocean's 11 and Elon Musk tampered with the machines and we couldn't have possibly voted for this. And to which I know people will just disagree, and that's fine. We don't need to agree. But I don't think that's how it happened. I don't even think they needed to pull that lever. Nope. I think people's votes have been manipulated for 20 years of social media at this point. But the fact that there are people who let Trump win because they're anti-vax, and they became anti-vax because a Facebook group, and then the pandemic, and then this and this, and now they vote a certain way because those are the switches that were flicked at Facebook somewhere to just move you, to just funnel you right into a certain line of thinking. They didn't catch us all, but they caught enough people.
They caught enough.
And a lot of us want to think, we want the stake to be real. So you're in this matrix knowing that it's fake. But if I stopped you and said, don't, I've had this happen with friends before,
like, hey.
And it breaks my heart, but like, I'll see them responding to obvious fake accounts. And when I text them or talk to them like, hey, why would you even respond to this person if they were real? They're saying disrespectful shit that just doesn't even, they're a stranger to you.
Yes, they are.
They're clearly just trying to rile you up. They're saying the worst possible thing. This is not a good faith argument or debate. And they'll be like they'll understand my point and still keep replying to the people, the people in quotes, because they need the stake to be real. Yeah, I said a thing and I need to fight about it. Someone out there said something back. I'm no longer screaming in the void. I'm no longer screaming in the darkness. I'm no longer alone.
Right.
It's the last episode of Beef for y'all that watch Beef. Like, somehow we need each other because we both need to be seen. And if the only way to see each other is through this hatred, then that's fine. The problem is there's no other here. It's you talking to a funhouse mirror. And that says something, that you have that part of it, but this other part is literally just a bunch of people who are just influenced by hate going, love that MAGA Nation X account. That's my favorite account. 392,000 followers. Who knows how many are real, but some of them are.
Some of them are.
Motherfucker in Eastern Europe. Ivanka News _, 1 million followers.
Woo.
Out of Nigeria.
Right, because you said you could see that. Yeah, because before you couldn't.
Man, we are cooked. We're cooked. I don't know what you're going to do, man. But I think he hit the lever on this. This is my conspiracy now. I think Elon Musk hit the lever on this because Doge got axed, and he was like, "I'll show y'all. I'm Mr. I'm the guy that controls the lever of the social media. I'm gonna expose that all this shit is fake." Too late. You already gave up your power, bitch.
Yeah, you did.
It doesn't matter now. It's way too late. Time to do this. If you wanted some leverage, would have been before the fucking election, dummy. Trump has got everything he's wanted out of y'all.
Yes,
he's done using you. I guess y'all not gonna realize until the final fucking hump that this man is just fucking you the whole time, and there's never a plan to stop until he dies. He's gonna be like Mister.
Until he dies.
Or he's gonna be like the other dude that how he died on top of me. That's how the fuck he gonna do, and y'all just letting it happen. It's crazy.
Don't make sense.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not surprised that all these so many of these accounts are fake, and I've been seeing people spend like days of just finding those accounts they've been arguing with or whatever, and just this one was fake, and I mean they're finding hip hop accounts.
Wow.
Yes. And it's really like from people from India. And what's funny is watching the accounts now that they've been exposed reply back like, well, I'm from India, but I'm just a kid that fell in love with hip hop when Kendrick Lamar dropped such and such. And then people are like, you got tweets saying nigga. What do you mean? The fuck are you talking about? But there's no real penalty for him because I truly do think it doesn't matter because the engagement to people matters more than it being real or not. You would think that once you see hip hop such and such is not a real person from America, even that you'd be like and unfollow, and we just don't. Whenever you see one of they things, we all block them and we move on. No, I think the mask off don't mean much because people just want the content.
Yes.
So if you're publishing a video of black men fighting black women every day, these motherfuckers have gotten addicted to it that they don't care that it's a psyop from fucking Germany or some shit. They're just like, yeah, it's gone. All right. I'm trying to think if I had any more of these before, because we're not gonna do this segment again for at least another week or so.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Olivia Newsy, the woman who fucked RFK Jr. and said she was in love with him. She said she didn't fuck him. So allegedly they had a completely emotional affair.
You're right. Wasn't it her career or something like that?
She wrote a book.
Yes.
She wrote a book recently and she's putting it out. But she was actually a journalist at the time favorably covering him, by the way. And it got so messy in the white people section of things that her ex-boyfriend, Ryan Lizza, wrote on his own website part 1 of Fuck This Bitch, and said that he was like, yeah, I remember when I caught her cheating on me, I found out she was having a romantic relationship with a politician, and everybody's like, oh, the RFK Jr. story, so he's finally telling his side. No, Governor and Congressman Mark Sanford, the dude from South Carolina that a long time ago, you ain't remember this scandal, he was the one that went missing and he went for a hike in the Appalachian woods or something.
That's been some years ago. Yes.
It turned out he got busted cheating. He had an affair. He had a mistress. So I guess she was on the list of people he was cheating with too. Then there's RFK Jr., who she was fucking. And everybody been making the same observation, which is she was one of the people that was extremely hard on Joe Biden. It's like, oh, she found an old man that wouldn't fuck her, so now we got to deal with her scathing expose. But if he would have gave her some of that old dick, we would have been like, well, I guess we got 2 terms of Biden already. Ryan Lizza, her ex, last week claimed he discovered during the 2020 election cycle that Newsy had been in a romantic relationship with Sanford. It was the second time Newsy, who was appointed to a new role by Vanity Fair editorial director Mark Guiducci this summer, has been accused of crossing the lines of journalism ethics. Now, Vanity Fair is saying they're surprised by her newly hired West Coast editor, Olivia Newsy. So she, in scandal, was disgraced. Fast forward a few years, she gets hired by Vanity Fair. Like, this is the Justine Sacco effect of like a white. I'm saying so many tangents. Justine Sacco was the woman that got on the plane, tweeted some shit that was racist, landed, like, going to Africa, hope I don't get AIDS or whatever, landed and got fired. And then a few years later, New York Times and the New Yorker or whoever was writing these like puff pieces about how, is it cancel culture wrong? Didn't we do her wrong? Isn't it? And it's like, that's interesting. And she was the victim now, right? Before she was like, fuck all these Africans. Now she's the real victim. And I feel like Olivia Newsy kind of was getting a rebrand. It was like, no, she's not just allowed to be a journalist again. She is now the newly hired Vanity Fair West Coast editor.
Right. So somebody didn't do their research.
And didn't do their research. No, they don't. Nobody cares. She's writing a book about fucking this. Well, not fucking this guy.
I see. I see what you're saying. Like nobody care. Like enough quote unquote time, white girl time has passed. And they're like, oh, okay, it don't matter. I'm with you now.
Yes, enough white girl time has passed. That's exactly what happened. And white girl time is different than everybody else time.
Is.
So yeah, Lizzo is still gonna write some more. By the way, I don't know when he's dropping the next mixtape, but Vanity Fair said they were taken by surprise when the new allegations popped up. How you gonna be taken by surprise? You got a person that you know. Come on, man.
Right, I don't believe.
Come on, man. That's like if you hired a Cookie Monster to work at Insomnia Cookies.
And then got confused to why you ain't never had no cookies in the store.
Right. You like, they're like, did you know Cookie Monster got busted eating cookies up the street too? Well, that's shocking to us. That's the first we've heard of it.
First we've ever heard of it, as your stores and shelves are empty.
Right. So yeah, she got a book coming out because why not? Everyone's gonna read it, which is like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with us, man. You would think we would almost be like, hey man, no. But I hear everyone wants to hear about it, which just rewards the behavior. Like when you don't believe in journalistic institutions and standards, and no one wants to pay for it, it's all free, then why not go be a fucking jump off and write a book about it? Why not just write a memoir? Why not be the superhead of politics? Why not?
Come on.
Like what? Take it further than her. She didn't fuck enough dudes. Like, we don't care. If this was 2020, if Clinton had got his dick sucked in 2025, we'd be like, and don't forget the Monica Lewinsky late night hour starts tonight. She got a deal with MSNBC.
Yeah, she does immediately.
Crazy. Like, there used to be a time where you would be like, hey man, everybody relax. Let's all calm down. This is getting a bit crazy. This seems very unethical. We should look into this. And now it's like, yeah.
Can you make money off of it?
Right. Yeah, she was fucking him and she was advising him on how to handle his political strategy. But I mean, why should that keep her from working in news? It's that dude that got a job on MSNBC, Brian something, that lied about.
Yes, he slowly made his way back. I'm like, bitch, where you come from?
Right. So I'm supposed to believe you now.
I do not.
You made up a story about being in war, but
a whole ass war,
and now it wouldn't even be a scandal.
All he had to do was probably pallet his way through it.
Right. I guess, good news. Comey and Letitia James have both had their cases dismissed. I believe without prejudice, meaning I think they could legally try to refile, but basically the judge was like, these cases are terrible. And we believe this is just the Trump administration nakedly using politics to target people, and no, you can't do that.
No. So
that's good news, and I won't leave on that. I'm gonna move out.
I like that news.
Yeah, all right.
I was like, good for them. It was dumb anyway.
Exactly. We hate to see it, but we love to see. I mean, the first thing, but we love to see them at least some of the rules working the right way.
Somebody said the attorney they had was illegal.
Yes, they said even the appointment of the attorney to the to sue them was wrong. Like the judge was not playing with that.
They was like, get your paperwork together.
It was like, all this is wrong. Start over.
They looked at them like, don't waste my time. Don't come back in here till you get it right. That's exactly what that judge said. Get out of my face.
We're just fucking with them people because they black. We're just fucking with them people because they black. We're just fucking with them black people. We're just fucking with them blacks. We're just fucking with black people. Hey! Yay! I said, can you leave me alone?
All I wanna do is go home.
I said, leave me alone. I wanna live another day home. I said, can you leave me alone? I wanna go home like you are.
All right, Karen, time to fuck with some black people. Go around the globe, find different things that fuck with us, and we score them from 0 to 100 in intervals of 25. Okay.
Okay.
Today's contestant. Am I back on screen? Okay. Today's contestant. That's what I meant to say.
Okay, over there.
Yes. Is the AP, the Associated Press.
Okay.
All right, Karen.
As Thanksgiving gets closer, health experts have one big reminder. Don't rinse your turkey, chicken, and other poultry. Food safety officials say raw birds often carry bacteria that can cause food poisoning, including salmonella. Those germs are common in healthy poultry and are legally allowed to be on raw meat. Washing your turkey might seem cleaner, but it can actually spread those germs around your sink, your countertops, and other food. Cooking will kill the bacteria, but rinsing helps it travel. The USDA's advice not to rinse your raw poultry goes against what a lot of people were taught and what some older cookbooks still suggest. Even if you don't rinse, germs can still spread while you prep. So wash your hands, sanitize your utensils, and wipe down those kitchen surfaces. Go ahead and give your veggies like your green beans, potatoes, and cranberries a quick rinse, but skip the wash for your turkeys, chickens, hens, and turduckens. Safe prep means a safe holiday. Happy Thanksgiving. As Thanksgiving gets closer, health experts...
All right, Karen. That was the video.
Okay.
0 to 100. How do you feel as a black person? Do you feel fucked with?
Paul, why is you here?
Who are these niggas? I cried laughing when I read it. You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
The fuck is that? Shit! I'm dying in this fucking country ass fucked up town. Shit flying in my mouth. The fuck? I can't see pollen. Let's get the fuck out this country, motherfucker. I can't even see me.
What do you think about you believe that woman? That you shouldn't wash your poultry?
I do.
Did you tell the folks that? You bitch.
I sure am. I say what you want to say about me, but
You don't wash you're not gonna wash your poultry? You gonna do what the AP tell you? The white man?
Girl, prison, honey.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that a 0 for you?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm so sorry. I let the Negroes down. Maybe they should have had a white woman.
Let me say this.
Then I don't know.
Y'all
were gonna be mad regardless.
Am a firm supporter and advocate of bringing back the whipping post from slavery.
I know all the black people listening to this cannot like it.
It's upsetting me and my homegirl.
Me and my homegirl.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you know what, Karen? I actually agree with you. I'm not fucked with it all, but I know when I saw that, I said, "Oh man!"
But
I don't want to see the replies. The AP probably going through it in the replies.
Right. You got it, but no germs and bacteria.
Yeah. She was trying to warn us, y'all. It's okay, girl. Get your check. We still not listening though. SNS, I don't know. SNS means what that slang is. Someone in the chat tell me. SNS, but that voice and effect say this is a case of skin folk ain't kin folk. Even without the BS message. We've been cooking and washing meat for millennia and doing just fine. Nobody listening to Big Plague. So I put a SpongeBob emoji holding a SpongeBob meme where he's holding a gun. It said, I know
he's tripping.
They said, I know they got my girl at gunpoint. They did this on purpose. I will not explain any further with the fry suspicious emoji. I'm not sure why they would have a black lady doing this PSA knowing good and well black people soak our raw meat in salt and rinse. We play 0 games and we make sure the meat isn't pink, red or pink. We do not play games. They're not saying it 2 times. Using a black
y'all understand.
Using a black woman to push an anti-black health concern in 2025. Oh yeah, that's got to be a fake account. I'm gonna click on this and see this motherfucker in Russia or something. I'll see.
How do you see? I don't even know.
Was it View More? Oh, they took it off. It used to tell you here. Maybe they say it on the they might say it on the phone app, but it said this was the page where you say about, and it would be like this where they at. But anyway, I don't know if that last one. Who knows if any of those people were real? But
right.
Yeah, I feel 0 fucked with, and I know that means my black card is taken. But I'm not splashing salmonella around my sink, dog.
Me either.
I'm not doing it,
nigga.
I can't believe y'all still do that. But you know, you're allowed to do what you want to do. All right, let's move it to something else. Maybe. Oh, we'll do one more. Candace Owens' Blexit tour stop at FAMU was canceled as other HBCU events go silent. How long ago? This was a long time ago. October 20th. So this has been over a month ago. So she was going to do Blexit Educate to Liberate, an HBCU tour. It hit a major wall at Florida A&M University.
Oh, was this the first stop? When you say first wall, what do you mean? Like, was it the beginning?
It hit a major wall. It didn't say which stop this was yet.
Okay.
They said it was canceled at the last minute after intense backlash from students and alumni. Students blasted the idea of a political rally during a week meant for celebration. So this is going to be at the homecoming, maybe? Calling it tone deaf and out of place. By Friday afternoon, the event had quietly disappeared from Blexit's schedule. News outlets confirmed the cancellation, but noted that neither Owens nor Blexit gave an official reason, only that a new date will be announced soon. Okay, I'm still waiting on that date.
Well, they ain't never coming.
FAM students didn't wait for one. They took to social media celebrating what many called a win for the culture. One rattler summed up the mood. They knew better than to mess up homecoming. Good riddance.
Oh, it was homecoming, girl. No.
Yeah.
These is when the real Negroes and the old Negroes all get together to have a good time, and Chad ain't gonna have you out there talking all that craziness.
So here's the dates. Okay, so they got some of this stuff on here apparently. John C. Smith University, that's our city, September 25th. The first stop in Charlotte was practically invisible. There were no flyers, live streams, or public photos. Even Blex's own social media didn't mention it. Reports suggest it may have been held off campus with very low turnout. Students later joked that the event came and went without a whisper. Alabama State University, at Alabama State, the Blexit crew arrived with a message of empowerment and personal responsibility, but few were there to hear it. No local media covered the event. No incidents were reported, mostly because students chose not to engage. Yeah.
Right.
I'm surprised they was even trying to do this after Charlie Kirk. They probably, I'm just surprised they weren't all scared. Jackson State University, their stop followed the same pattern. The event drew little to no crowd. Homecoming festivities went on without interruption. Students online mocked the time and saying no one asked Blexit to disturb this groove.
That's hilarious.
Tennessee State University, they had already dealt with right-wing agitators weeks earlier, so the Blexit team kept things low-key, reportedly hosting their event off campus. TSU students didn't bother showing up. There were no protests, no altercations, just a quiet. I feel
so
like
what
this
is there? 3 2 to 3 of y'all at every campus. I'm so confused.
I truly feel like this is tax right. This is how she write her business expenses off. Cause she know ain't nobody coming to this shit, and she be like, okay, that's $1,400 for a hotel room. That was $2,800 for the bus. That was like, like what could she possibly be doing other than just getting tax write-offs? There's no way people. She's never shown up to one of these spaces and been like, woo, that turnout for me, Candace Owens is crazy. Killer Mike was right. Black people love me.
Right.
So yeah, 0 to 100.
She one of them things where I don't really care, but at the same time, she's a permanent 100. She get that 100.
Okay. Man, on the one hand, I want to give her a Dracarys because she's always a Dracarys.
I can see that.
But for the first time ever, guys, I'm gonna give it a 0. Good job, everybody. If we could just translate this to everything. We don't need to be giving these people no attention. Like, listen,
Get off our campus.
If the campus wants to allow you to say this meeting is for us, but it's off campus and nobody shows up and there's no coverage, okay, yeah, sure. You could have just had a fucking V8. I don't know why you chose to drive to a place that no one was gonna come out to see your ass, but okay.
Nobody.
Yeah. Well,
and
sure.
the 3 students you rented that are actually adults.
Right. What a flop. No one wants to Brexit. First of all,
that's not even cool.
Like, Brexit was like British exit or something. Like, that's a location. Brexit clearly means what? Black exit. We gonna leave blackness? Black people gonna leave the Democrats that come over to your boy Trump? That's what we gonna do? Yeah. I love that nobody took the bait, man. That's beautiful. Covered this shit a month later. The whole tour probably done. Tour in quotes, of course.
Right.
All right. Let's do guess the race, and then we'll wrap this thing up.
Okay.
Now that we've disappointed enough black people.
Didn't we though? They are highly disappointed in us.
These niggas don't wash their chicken.
Chad, that's what all the comments gonna be about. You wash your chicken.
It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race.
But like, girl, if you ain't bleaching it in lemon and lime and shaking it up real good with a little bit of sea salt, that's the only way you gonna get it clean.
That's not what they like. I soak my turkey in pine salt. Then I take some Comet and scrub out the guts. I'm like, well, that's called OCD. That's not cooking.
That's too much.
You have a problem and you should get help.
Put the broom down now.
Seek help.
Yes, immediately. And, breathe. It's okay to lead us there, baby.
All right, let's do this one. Who the fuck are you?
Oh.
A 67-year-old man allegedly knocked unconscious by a VIP cruise passenger. Can't wait to send this to Justin. A Florida lawyer is in a legal bind after allegedly attacking an older man on a cruise ship.
They have them over a certain age. You're going to be really charged. Leave them old people alone.
Right. In Florida, yeah. It's like elder abuse or something. Philip Andrew Ortiz, 38. Allegedly pushed his victim during a confrontation on a Norwegian Encore cruise ship on Saturday. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office says that Ortiz and the other man, who was reportedly 67, but were both passengers on the ship when they were involved in a verbal dispute that turned into a physical fight. Ortiz, according to the victim, attempted to enter a hallway that was not yet open to passengers, and he told Ortiz not to go in. So it sounds like he fought an employee. Because who else would tell you, like, hey, don't go in there, it's not open yet.
Right.
Who the fuck are you to tell me what I can and can't do? Ortiz allegedly replied before pushing the victim. The older man told investigators that he tried to push Ortiz away, and Ortiz's female companion pushed him as well.
Well, damn.
I need a ride or die. When the victim pushed back, it enraged the defendant, who attacked him again. According to the victim, Ortiz then entered the secured hallway. Anyway, the older man told investigators that he attempted to push the door closed so that Ortiz could not return. Ortiz then allegedly forced the door open and charged the victim. A physical fight followed, during which Ortiz allegedly tripped the victim, who landed on his head along with Ortiz's full body weight, causing him to lose consciousness. This cannot be the attitude you had when you booked your tour tickets. It can't be. You thought you was gonna have a good time on the deck, swimming, getting drunk. Instead, you turned to a fucking raging animal. No one keeps me out of the corridor before it's open. I will kill an old man. Ortiz then allegedly fled the scene. You're on a boat. Making no attempt to render.
How far do you think you're going to get? We know your room number.
They'll
we
never
have your credit card.
They'll never catch me over.
How are you gonna get off this bitch?
Yeah, they'll never catch me on the deck. No one looks there. I'm gonna be in the engine room. So I'm gonna stow away like it's Titanic. Passengers administered CPR and eventually revived the passenger. So this nigga was like dead possibly. He was taken to an area hospital. The victim's account of events matched security footage, so they got him in 4K. They tracked him down, read him his Miranda rights, and with a form that he refused to sign. He also allegedly refused to speak with detectives. I wonder if they was them ship detectives though. Them not real police. Them motherfuckers ain't really got no jurisdiction. They just suggestions. They just security guards really. On the ship. I watched a whole documentary about a woman that went missing on the ship, and they was like, yeah, we did the investigation, but we don't have the power to like detain people to do that. I was like, that's not a police officer then. You just out there like, come on man, did you kill her? Be for real though, be for real. 100%. You did she murder her, or she just like fell off the side? It's okay.
That's the most we can do.
All right, well you got to stay in your room. Hopefully, you only getting one key to this room now. You better stay here till we get back. The defendant had the opportunity to end this confrontation, but chose to force his way back into the area. Blah blah blah. Anyway, guess the race.
What's the name again?
His name is Philip Andrew Ortiz.
Latino.
All right, let's check the chat room. See what they believe. Oh my God, they don't put that in the ad.
No.
For the Carnival Cruises or whatever. Latino Heat lost his fucking mind. Latino White Rage. He was he said Vominos before he swung. Latino White. The correct answer is and Karen said Latino, I believe. And some of y'all said Latino and some of y'all said white. The correct answer is Latino and white. Y'all all got it right. He was one of those white passing Latinos. Like he voted for Trump for sure.
Mexicans for Trump.
He thought he thought Trump was just going to deport the bad ones. Let's do another one, guys.
Okay.
Florida again. A Florida mom was accused of dragging another woman with her car after a verbal altercation in September. Crystal Collins, 43, was released from Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center on pretrial release after she was arrested on Wednesday and charged with 2 counts of battery. According to an arrest affidavit reviewed by Law and Crime, a woman reported an incident to police on September 13th, allegedly involving Collins and her daughter. The woman told police that Collins was behind the wheel of a Nissan Altima that was also carrying her daughter, with whom she had a verbal altercation. Listen, them Nissan Altima people is they don't play that.
No, they don't.
I've seen all the memes. Ultima. As the argument escalated, Collins' daughter allegedly grabbed the woman's shirt from inside the car and told her mother, "Drag this hoe." Collins then allegedly hit the gas.
Oh.
The Nissan Altima is the Air Force Ones of cars.
People represent hard. There's somebody who has had.
I don't know how that makes sense, but it do make sense. According to the affidavit, the woman said she was with friends outside a residence at 3 a.m. when Collins stopped her car to confront her. After Collins' daughter told her mother to drag her, Collins allegedly accelerated the vehicle while her daughter held her, dragging the woman several yards to a stop sign where she was able to break free. At least they obeyed the stop sign, you know. The woman was taken by ambulance to the hospital where she was treated for road rash injuries. Yeah, that's injuries you get playing a video game in the arcade, road rash. A lot of people don't know about that.
Oh no.
Police said that when she reported the incident, she accused Collins and her daughter of a previous similar dragging incident from 2 days ago, calling it an ongoing situation. Okay. What in the Bugs Bunny? How you get dragged twice? That doesn't even make sense. If you drag me in a car 48 hours ago, I promise you I'm ready for it 48 hours later. Now you're not sneaking up on me again. If she come towards the car, I'll be like, you promise not to drag me this time, right? Oh, you're dragging me again. Damn. Police located Collins on Wednesday and questioned her about the alleged incident. Collins agreed to speak with detectives and told them on that day of the incident she was at a wake for a relative when the woman approached her, purportedly wanting to fight her daughter. According to first of all, it's 3 a.m. What? What kind of wake go to 3 a.m.? It's different in Florida.
I guess so.
That's why they call it a wake. Y'all asses awake at 3 a.m. What? Collins accused the woman of punching her daughter through the car window. She told the police that her daughter then kicked the woman from the passenger side window. The affidavit stated that Collins confessed to putting her vehicle in reverse and backing up. She also voluntarily provided the police with cell phone videos taken during the incident.
What, they post them on TikTok?
You're driving the car and filming the crime, and you gave it to police?
Officer Wynn, I'm not gonna make this hard for you at all.
Yeah, I don't want y'all. Listen, you know how they say the first 48 and it's the 48 hours? I'm going for the record. First 48 seconds. I want to have the shortest episode y'all have ever done. After reviewing the videos, police determined the events depicted in the video matched the statements provided by the victim rather than Collins. Collins was arrested and booked in the her next court date is January 20th, 2026. She was released in order to stay away from the other woman, who I hope doesn't approach the passenger window of the car again.
Please don't.
Karen, guess the race of Crystal Collins.
Black. I'm gonna go black.
Okay. The wake homegoing lasted until 3 a.m. because people were partying, making plates black. Nuck if you buck black. She the reason why they discontinued the Ultima Black, Nissan Ultimate Black Rage. Ultima Black Dragon is a habit for her. That's a negress. Black women wearing black ones. The correct Nissan Black. The correct answer is black.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Man, she like she will drag you and not feel. That's the face she make after she don't feel bad about dragging your ass.
Right.
She like, I told her if I saw her out here tonight, she was getting dragged. I said, don't let me see you at the wake. And where was she at? The wake. All right, let's go to the bonus round. Karen, you're 2 for 2, right? All right, so boom.
I ain't racist. How can I be racist about anybody or anything in my life? How can I?
Call them niggas. Just call them niggas.
It's time to guess the race.
Gold chain wearing, fried chicken and biscuit eating, monkey ate baboon, big thigh, fast running, high jumping, spear chucking, 360-degree basketball.
Okay, this one's for all the racism. Karen. Former Alabama Teacher of the Year, Randy Nicole Jackson Staples, has been arrested after a viral video purports to show her allegedly beating her son with a belt. Staples, 44, a resident of Grand Bay, Alabama, was arrested and charged with willful child abuse of a child under the age of 18 on November 16th. The arrest came after a video went viral, which appears to show her beating her 12-year-old son with a belt. She was released from jail November 19th. She's 24. Wait, she's 24? No, she's 44. Her oldest son is 24. He told the news outlet that he received the video from one of his siblings and promptly posted the alleged video online. So that's crazy. I didn't feel like, she should be working at the school or even doing that to my little brothers. She done it to me my whole life. So I'm 24. Jackson claimed to Fox 10 something about he wasn't cleaning the kitchen like he was supposed to be. He left, went to the neighbor's house, came back, and then it transpired into that. In the video, a woman alleged to be Staples is seen beating the young boy with a belt as she yells at him while he cries before she ultimately slams him to the floor by his hair. Wow. The police said that the video actions were egregious. I mean, I'm all about disciplining the child if you have problems with them. If that involves a spanking, everybody disciplines their children different ways, but that was way above and beyond any form of discipline. Staples worked as a teacher at Cottage Hill Christian Academy in Mobile, Alabama. She was previously named Teacher of the Year. I know. She tied his ass thing too. Cottage Hill Christian Academy prioritized the well-being of children above all else, said the head of the school. We will always act promptly and transparently and respond to da-da-da. We ain't gonna do shit. Karen, guess the race of Mrs. Randy Nicole Jackson Staples.
Black.
Karen's going with black. It's a very black crime according to Karen. Let's see what they believe in the chat. Oh, this is black. Didn't I tell you? Black, black, black. 4 names white. I brought you in this world and I'll take you out, sweet black Baptist mother. White. 50 names black. Got that good strong belt on black. Deep black. What is deep black? Woo! Made her son say Toby Black. Oh my goodness. Oh, the things we think of our own. It comes out and Guess the Race, don't it? Anyway, Karen, you got it wrong. She's white.
Name Randy Shamika Jackson, and that's a white lady. What is happening here?
Where did Shamika come from?
With that black ass name.
You deserve these booze, all of you racists. And of course, 2 people got it right. And you didn't ask me how it was spelled, but it's actually spelled Randi, which would have made me go even more black. That's
a whole ass white woman.
That's Randy Nicole Jackson Staples. By the way, I would argue all 4 of them names is black to me.
Right. What are we doing here?
It's like each name was getting blacker. Randy with an I, Nicole, Jackson, Staples. I mean, damn. They're stealing everything from us.
Oh.
Anyway, she was not white. I mean, she was not black. She was white.
She was not.
You hate to see it. But at least it wasn't us.
Now I can at least say it was not us. What a name.
It's the blackest name I've ever seen be white.
Right.
Sword ratchet this time. You're going to pay. Woman cut boyfriend with machete after Texas Roadhouse fight. Roadhouse.
Peter.
A Florida woman was charged with attempted murder after police said she attacked her boyfriend with a machete during a fight over cell phone photos. What if it's just photos of flowers? It's never that, is it? It's titties, isn't it? Liz Fretchel, 49, was arrested on Friday and booked in the Turner Goldberg Knight Correctional Center. Oh, we just talked about somebody who was booked there, where she is being held without bond. According to an arrest report, Fretchel and her boyfriend were having dinner at a Texas Roadhouse restaurant in Miami on Thursday night when we reportedly saw photos on her phone of her hugging another man and holding hands with him. Now, why did she keep the pictures? They don't keep the evidence. He stormed out the restaurant, leaving her by herself. He returned to her apartment to give her back some of her belongings. He was like, "Oh, you cheating bitch. Here's your stuff." According to the arrest report, the boyfriend meant to leave Fretchel's items on the air conditioning unit outside the apartment and then go home. However, he realized he had left his car keys with the items, so he had to go back. Fretchel had already picked up her items and brought them inside. When he tried to enter the apartment, she tried to shut the door on him. He eventually made entry and spotted his keys on her bed. Police say that once he was in her bedroom, she locked him inside the bedroom against his will. She then allegedly told him, "You are not going anywhere, you son of a bitch. You're going to pay." I like that she was cheating on him, but I'm sure she feels justified in this. The righteous anger of you leaving me at that restaurant and making me pay the bill, it's like somehow in the brain, it's like my cheating now don't count. The only offense is what you did to me. She then went into her closet and pulled out a machete. The arrest report states that the boyfriend attempted to grab his keys and make a run for it, but she allegedly swiped the machete at him, slicing his right elbow while she shouted, "I'm gonna kill you, you son of a bitch." Fearing for his life, he escaped the apartment, ran back to his car. He drove himself to the hospital where he was treated for a deep laceration to the elbow. Police spoke to another resident of the apartment complex where Fretchel lived, who said she heard a female yelling, items being thrown, and later heard a male crying. Oh, I know. He's like, why you gotta say that?
Not a male.
I'm not no bitch.
Right.
I was crying because she broke my heart, not because of the cut. I'm a man. I could take a cut to the arm, but not a cut to the heart. Before seeing a man run out of the apartment, according to the report, police attempted to make contact with Fretchel while they were at the apartment, but they were unsuccessful. They didn't want to try too hard. They came back to the apartment to execute a search warrant. She was arrested. Police say she refused to provide a statement after being read her rights. She was charged with attempted second-degree murder, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, and false imprisonment. Her court date is scheduled for November 25th, a couple days before Thanksgiving. Well, she's going to be carving the turkey. She carved that jive turkey. I'll tell you that much. Karen, guess the race.
Oh.
I know it's not guess the race. It's sword ratchetness, but
okay, what was the name?
I don't know the race. Karen, this is what she looked like. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know what. A lot's going on with her. But shout out to her for being able to have 2 men. Okay? At least 2. What's your excuse out here listening? Okay? You don't think you could get it like Liz? Liz was out there getting dick both ways, coming and going. Y'all need to step y'all game along. Okay? She was up in the Texas Roadhouse. Okay? She was in this ain't no motherfucking Golden Corral pussy. All right? You know what my grandmama said. Okay? A wet pussy and a dry purse don't match. I'm just letting y'all know. All right, y'all. We'll talk to you. This is stupid. We'll talk to you guys Saturday, probably for I don't know what we might talk to you guys. I don't know. It's holidays. Go join the Patreon or become a premium member behind the paywall. Okay, let's pay some bills over here.
Yeah, the whole thing or $5.
Yeah, just a tip or the premium from now on, whatever. And yeah, like I said. If you want to donate extra memberships, you can. And if you need a membership because whatever, you fell on hard times, hey, I still got a couple I can give away. So until next time, I love you.
I love you too.
Mwah. Bye, everybody. Have a good rest of your night. Happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble.